of a conservative student group was promoting a Riley Gaines event when a leftist pro-trans student started to deface her advertisements. The pro-trans student then went on to curse and accuse the students of transphobia. You can see it for yourself right here. Watch. Or maybe.
So, can I identify as a cat if
Yes.
I wake up and feel like
You can.
Really?
You absolutely can.
We would let you put your stuff whatever you want.
We don't bother what you do.
Please don't bother our stuff.
Oh.
Free speech is not going to protect you from a bottle of Dr. Pibb and the put on the ground. Real women. That's transphobic. And I'm going to go and uncover and destroy every piece of transphobic piece of garbage you put on the ground.
Ah, yes. I can have my free speech, but you, silence! Yeah, that's what they treat you like, right? They don't want you to speak. They want to cut your tongue out. You know, the normal line of thinking for these kinds of people, universities around the country are encouraging this kind of behavior, too, by being complicit. Here with me to discuss this is a woman in that video, campus reform correspondent and a student at the University of Alabama, Kieghan Nangle. Kieghan, good to see you today.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me on.
So, all right, so it's a little muddy, the audio there. Tell us what was said. What was the confrontation? What was the problem there?
Yeah, so I was hosting a Riley Gaines event that week on campus, and I was just out with a colleague advertising using sidewalk chalk, as plenty of students do for their organizations around campus. And I wrote something that to me represents my values, represents Riley's message: make women real women again. And this student clearly had a dislike for it, to say the least. So he took it upon himself to deface that advertisement. And when confronted with the biological truths, the facts of simple science and biblical truths, because that's what my organization and I stand for, he just proceeded to get more and more outraged and ultimately handle the situation with outright disrespect. And it's something that I never thought I would encounter when I came to the University of Alabama. I don't go to an Ivy League. I'm not in school in California. But here it is, my senior year of college, and it's sweeping the South.
Did you ever feel that you were in danger there? I mean, you see the exchange, and they start defacing, and they seem aggressive. It's you and one other, student there. Did you ever feel like there was a moment of danger? Because this is what's happening: intimidation, bullying. Remember, the other thing that the left hates: bullying. Everybody's getting bullied, except when they bully people around. Well, that's not only acceptable, it's encouraged. But tell me about your safety at that point.
My safety at that point, to me, was a concern. You know, I called the director of student activities the next day, because you never know what these leftist students are going to do. We've seen things happen to Riley Gaines. We've seen things happen to other conservative students that Campus Reform has reported on across the country. So my safety was of concern. I'm very thankful that the good Lord was watching over me and protecting me, and nothing happened to me in that moment. But it was definitely something that was on the forefront of my mind. I had a pit in my stomach. I really didn't know what this outrage could lead to next.